Good morning everybody, it's Taz from the Active Wellbeing Society Big Run Project, here live on Facebook with your Couch to 5K session. It's week 2 and we're going to be doing run 1. So those who can see me, those who are online, please, I always ask, drop me a message in the comments. Hi, those who've just joined, please drop me a message in the comments so I know you're watching and I can direct my attention towards you. This is Catch to 5K week 2 run 1 session live on Facebook here with the Active Wellbeing Society page. I'm Taz, I work on the Big Run project and I work as a run instructor, a run lead, and also I manage the project. So today, morning Dan, hi, thanks for sending me a message. So today the plan is to do week 2 of the Catch to 5K on my instructions on the whistle. I use an app called the Catch 5K app, which is available on the phones, on the iPhone and the Android phones. It's a free app designed by the BBC in partnership with the NHS to get people inspired and into running. So it's a great little app that we've been using for a number of years now to get people started into running. So this is really designed for those who are looking to begin running, those who may have ran before and fallen out of love with running, or had injuries and trying to get back into running. So it's lots of walking and running intervals. So you're not going to be going off and doing a complete run. You're going to be doing interval runs with walking breaks in between. So last week was the first week, and in week 1 what we were advised to do was to do 8 blocks of running of 60 seconds followed by 90-second walking intervals, and that was to recover after your run. So we're going to do much the same today, but it's week 2. I'll tell you what that is once I set this up. Apologies for the neighbour's dog barking today. So just bear with me. If you can hear me, I'll try and shout, speak a bit louder. Thanks for everyone that's online and watching at the moment. So nice to see the messages coming through, and keep sending those messages if you can. Now remember, we're asking you to do this at home. So in your garden like me, there's my garden. The sun's shining. It's a very awkward position to be in because I need to be close to the house for signal, for the Wi-Fi, but I know you're going to have a view of the sun right behind me, so you might not be able to see everything. So I'm going to try and shout a bit louder and try and tell you my instructions so you can clearly hear what I'm saying. If you can't see me, apologies for today, but hopefully as the sun moves we'll be able to see me better. So yeah, as I was saying, it's week 2, Catch to 5K. We're going to get off together, we're going to do a warm-up, and then we're going to go and follow the instructions from a celebrity I've selected is Joe Wiley on my Catch 5K app. So I'll set this up. So those of you who haven't followed so far, the Catch 5K app is available to download for free on Android and iPhones. I'm going to go to week 2, run 1 down here, set that up. So what's the plan of action today? This is the summary. So after our dynamic warm-up, which we're going to do together, we've got a 5-minute brisk walk just to keep our heart rate up high. Once we've done the warm-up, keep the muscles nice and loose and get our mind and body ready for exercise. So it's going to be a 5-minute brisk walk. So that's a walk that's slightly faster than your normal walk, still be able to speak and converse. If you're doing it in the garden here with a friend, or if you're with a family member, then you need to be walking a brisk walk where you'll be able to talk to one another. And if you're outside your front door, which is taking you to your street or your local green space, remember, we don't ask you to drive anywhere. You have to be indoors, safe, or somewhere in the garden like I am, and we don't expect you to go and drive to a site just to do this. So this is happening on your doorstep, literally from your couch, like I've just done, to the garden. So what's the plan of action today? So today we've got a 5-minute warm-up walk, and then we've got a 90-second run followed by a 2-minute walking break, and that's going to be repeated 6 times. So in total we're going to do 6 runs of 90 seconds followed by 6 2-minute walking breaks, and at the end it's a cool down walk and dynamic stretches. So That's static stretches, sorry, at the end. So we're going to start with our dynamics now. It's about 6 minutes past. I've got a few live viewers, and those who are missing out, don't worry, you can join in. If you're watching this on the recorded or downloaded version, you can do this at your own time. So you can just watch and play this back, put one headphone in, carry your phone and listen to my instructions as I'm doing today live, and you can still do your run. So don't think, oh, I've missed out on the live session, I can't carry on with the program. No, you can still carry on. You can do it yourself. You can download the app and follow the instructions. You can watch me playing this video back, and hopefully it will help you with what to do. So once again, those who are just tuning in, apologies for the neighbour's dog. I don't know how to keep him quiet. Morning, Kev, you're right. Nice to see you, Kev, online. So I'm going to get started. Before I set that up, let's get our dynamic warm-up done.
Hello, I'm Jo Wiley and welcome to week 2 of the Couch to 5K plan.
Have a listen.
So you've done the hardest part. You've actually got yourself off that couch and you are a runner. You really are.
Yay, off the
Before
couch.
starting week 2, you should have completed the 3 runs in week 1. So hopefully you've done that. You've got 3 runs under your belt. If you've already done your 3 runs of the week, then obviously congratulations, and let's get on with doing week 2. This week
Brilliant.
we'll begin with...
So I've just explained to you what we're doing, so
and then we'll alternate between 90
turn the
seconds
volume
of
down now. Let's get started on our first dynamic warm-up. So we're going to work from the ankle, work our way up. So those of you who can see me, hopefully can see me now. If you can't, listen to me. I've got my foot raised in the air, and I'm going to do circles on the ankles. So those who have got good balance, you're going to raise your foot, one foot, either one, and you're going to do circles in one direction first, keeping your balance. Now those who have bad balance, keep it going. Those who have bad balance, you can always grab a chair, like this garden chair here, put your hand on here for balance, and then raise the foot. That will help you with your balance. Brilliant. And then change direction on there as well, so you're doing both directions on the foot. And it's just circles on the lower joint, which is just the ankle joint, so you're not moving the whole leg, it's just the ankle for now. That's fab. And then once we get that warm, we're going to do a few up and downs on the toes. So up and down on your toes, stretching out the sole of the foot, getting ready to walk or run. Brilliant. And then change to the other side, so you're either foot in the air, circles in one direction, using the hand on the chair for balance. Now those who don't have a chair outside, you can still do this by putting your toes down and then circling in a direction with your toes pointing down, and then changing direction, going the other way, again toes pointing down. So you do not have to have a chair, and if you've got bad balance, you can't raise your foot and do the circles in both directions, you've got a third option there. Okay, so let's get our toes up and down now. Stretch the sole of the foot out, and done. Brilliant. Next one is for the calf muscles. So what we're doing is raising the heels off the ground onto our toes, holding for about a second, and then back down again. And we're going to do 10 of these. Okay, so off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going. 6, 7, remember heels off the ground. 8, 9, and 10. Brilliant. Once you've done your 10, we're going to move on to some active lunges. So what we're going to do, we're going to do 1 stride forward and knee just off the ground. So from the side, it's looking like this. So we're going to do 5, 2, 3, swapping legs as I'm doing them. 4, knee just off the ground. 5, let's do 5 more. 6, 7, keep alternating the leg. 8, 9, and 10. Brilliant. 10 active lunges. So next ones we're going to do some high knees. So we're going to use our hands as a guide, about waist high. Bring your arms out from waist high. So from the side we're looking like this, and we're just bringing up the knees to touch. Nice and high above the waist. Get them higher if you can. Chest high. If you can't, not a problem. Just Just keep them at the waist high. As long as they're over the waist, that's great. And some twisty ones now, so you're twisting at the hip, keeping the hands where they are, just twisting here. So you got twisty motion here, warming up that area, the joints. That's good, keep going. Brilliant. Okay, so next one we're going to do is jogging on the spot. So just checking everyone's there. Good. So we're just jogging on the spot, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your arms out. Nice relaxed jog on the spot. Any tenseness on the shoulders, just shake them out, nice and relaxed. You make your body nice and loose and jelly-like. Brilliant. Bring up those knees a little bit higher now, just a touch higher. Start using your arms, waking up your upper body. Good. Even higher on the knees. It's great. Bring them back down now. Just jogging gently on the spot. Getting your breath back, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Get the heart rate down. So the next one is the straight legs at the front. So you're kicking the legs out at the front. Keeping them nice and straight. That's great. Then we're going to do some heel kicks at the back. So bringing a heel right underneath the bum here. That's great. Back to jogging, back to getting your breath back down, controlling your heart rate. Next ones are 2 feet together bunny hops. So 2 feet together, jumping on the spot, soft knees, absorbing the impact, and waking up your upper body by doing some big hugs. Give yourself a big hug while jumping on the spot. Brilliant. Back to jogging again. Getting your heart rate back down, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, next one is 10 seconds of quick hands and feet. So if you're running, you're going to lift up your knees, quick knee repeats, arms as well. And if you're walking on the spot, you're just walking fast, waking up your body, shake your arms out. Okay, 10 seconds worth. 3, 2, 1, off we go. That's 10, brilliant. Okay, the final ones now, the basketball shots. Kevin and Dan, you know these. So we're gonna get the ball, bend our knees, touch your toes with the ball, then come up and then throw the ball over our head. So from the further back you'll be able to see me better. So let's get in position. Okay, get your ball. We're going to do 10 basketball shots. Okay, so you get the ball high, bring it down, bend your knees, touch the ball to your toes, and then push through the heels and then throw that over your head, jumping off the ground. So 10 of these please. 3, off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. Done. Woo, nice and warm. I am very warm. Might have to take the jacket off. Okay, the sun's coming out. It's a beautiful day. Time to get the brisk walk started. Let's get up. Let's get up, out and enjoy some of the sun now. So if you're doing this out in your garden, it's time for the brisk walk. If you're outside your front door, don't go too far. Keep your headphone on and listen to me. I'm going to get started. Joe Wiley's going to give us the official countdown. So we're going to start off with the red walking block, which is 5 minutes, and then we'll start doing the running repeats on my whistle. So getting your heart rate down, but keeping it brisk. So let's start. Follow me. Okay, so 5 minutes please on my instruction. So I'm just going to do circles around the garden, and you could be out in your garden doing the same, or out on the front garden area on the road. Okay, 3, 2, 1, 5 minutes. Here we go. Remember to turn on your watches if you've got a watch that can track this. Just doing circles in the garden for now. Keep walking, brisk pace. Still be able to talk to the person with you if you're doing this together as a family. Brilliant. As we're doing these walks, we're clocking up some good mileage as well. Keep walking, keep walking. Just coming to check everything's okay. Yep, still online. Keep walking, still got 3 minutes and 20. Those who have just joined us, we've just done a dynamic warm-up. So if you want to join in, you've got 3 minutes before we start our first run interval. And if you can, do a quick little dynamic warm-up. So whether you're doing some star jumps, some burpees, some squat thrusts, anything like that, just a quick dynamic movement on the muscles and to get you ready for the first run. And those who have just joined and haven't got time, do the first run as your way of warming up, so nice and gentle, relax. We're currently walking, we've got 2 minutes and 50 to go, so I'll carry on. Halfway through the warm-up walk, keep going. Keep talking to the person with you, or keep talking to the phone. I'll hear you virtually. Another minute and 44, keep going, keep going. I'm just checking everything's okay. You should still be walking now. So we're coming up to our first run interval, and it's 2 minutes running followed, sorry, it's a 90-second run followed by a 2-minute walk. So the 90 seconds is going to be at a very conversational pace, so not too fast. Keeping your head up high, keeping your posture tall so that your lungs can expand. If you are running like this, the lungs, it's harder for the lungs to expand, so running tall, back upright, head up straight. Arms, always important to keep the arms tucked in, 90 degrees, elbows pointing backwards in front of your chest here, and high, not low, and never sideways movements in the arms. Okay, so try and remember that point. And the second point is bucket of water around the waist here, full of water So as you're running, try and keep your posture straight, so you're not doing any excessive sideways movement, so the water doesn't spill. You're not going too far forward or too far back, so your head's upright and you're trying to keep the core bit here stable as possible. Brilliant. So let's start working on those tips as we're doing our first run. It's coming to 30 seconds. Keep walking now until you hear the whistle, and on that point we're going to do our first 90-second run. Okay.
So your warm-up walk is nearly up and we're going to get ready for your first run. This will be okay. You'll be running for a bit longer than last week, but not too much. This time it's for 90 seconds, which means it's even more important that you don't go too fast in the beginning, because otherwise you'll exhaust yourself, and that's not the point. It's just a light jog.
Light jog, 5 seconds, okay.
To stop running, but you can
Ready?
do this. Go.
3, 2, 1, off we go. That's great, keep going round the garden. Right, let's see how many laps you can do around your garden on this 90 seconds. Remember, keep the core stable down the core. Running tall with your arms tucked in. 25 seconds to go. Ten seconds more. Keep going until you hear that whistle. 3, 2, 1. Okay. You can walk now for 2 minutes, right? So brisk walk, keep the heart rate up high, keep the body warm. Let's go for that 2 minutes.
Well done, you've done it. 90 seconds. You can now slow down a little bit and then recover by going back to a brisk walk once you start getting this time to run again. In the meantime, just enjoy that walk.
Yeah, enjoy that walk. Get your heart rate down. This is your recovery stage. You need this 2 minutes. Bring the heart rate down. Keep going, keep going. Your heart rate should be coming down now as you're walking. Good, another 40 odd seconds, keep walking. Okay, so keep walking for another 25 seconds. So those who can see me, and apologies for the sun being right behind the camera today. It's the only place where I can get the signal strong enough to continue going live. So apologies, not the best viewing angle. But as long as you can hear me and you can hear the whistle, that's the most important bit. So we've just done a first 2 minute run. We've had a 90-second run. And then we've done a 2 minute walking break. And we're going to do our second run now. 3, 2, 1, off we go. That's great, keep going. Good, make sure you're pacing yourself to last this full 90 seconds on the run. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Keeping it nice and steady. "30 seconds more to go." Okay, 15 seconds more. Keep going to the whistle. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
And
well done. That was
walk
good
now.
90 seconds of running. You should feel great about yourself. Now walk.
Walk. Good. How's everyone doing? Okay. Still online with me, Dan, Kev. Good to see you all. Two runs. Those who have got water as a comfort blanket, you might want to grab your bottle, have a walk, but take tiny sips so you don't get like a stitch. So if you're walking with your bottle, little sips of water just to hydrate. "50 seconds more to go." Remember, just tiny little sips, that's all you need. If you do need water, most of you can get away without having water for the half of the session at least. Keep walking. Great, 20 more seconds on the walk, and then we're going to do the next 90-second run.
Get ready to start running again. If you're finding it a little bit of a struggle at the moment, maybe just take your mind away. Don't think too hard about the fact that you're running.
Okay,
Look around, see what's
5
around
seconds.
you, and the time will pass very, very quickly. Okay, off you go.
3, 2, 1, off we go. Remember those arms and the water bucket around the waist. Table down the core. Head upright, keeping the head tall, head bobbing up and down. Brilliant. Controlling your pace. You're more than halfway through now. Good. Keep going. Yeah, 25 seconds to go. Ten seconds more. Listen for the whistle. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, slow down.
Slow down and
Take
walk.
another 2-minute walk to
2-minute
recover.
walk.
You may be getting tired now, but seriously, you are doing great.
Okay, you're doing great, great. Joe Wiley has said keep walking, 2 minutes brisk walk. Okay, so come, let's go. Keep walking, coming up to the school bell. And those of you who've been watching last week, the school bell rings exactly halfway through the program, so you should be walking still, listening to me. So once we hit that school bell, you know half of your session for today is done. So psychologically in your head, you've done the hard work. It's just taking you home, getting to the finish point. So that's how we runners look at it. Okay, so you'll hear that shortly. Keep walking. There you go. There it is. Right on cue. Halfway through today's program. Keep walking. Another minute to go. Brilliant. 30 more seconds. Keep going. So those who have just tuned in, we are actually doing Couch to 5K week 2 run 1. So all we've done so far is done our warm up, 5-minute walk, and then we've done 3 repeats of 90 seconds running followed by 2 minutes walking. That walk period on the third break is nearly over. We've got 10 seconds and we're going to do our 4th run now. Okay, so you want to join in at this point, you're more than welcome. 3, 2, 1, off we go. 90 seconds, easy jogging pace, conversational pace. Keep talking to me, keep talking to the person next to you. Or if you're in your garden, keep singing along and running. Brilliant. As Dory says, just keep running. "30 seconds more, nearly there on this run interval." Good, 15 seconds to go, listen for the whistle. Five, keep going. 3, 2,
Well
1.
slow down. You should feel very grateful for yourself. You now get another 2 minutes to recover with a brisk walk.
2-minute brisk walk, off we go, keeping it nice and brisk. You're doing great. Penultimate run coming up shortly. Good, another minute of walking, keep walking, getting your breath back down. Brilliant, should be bringing that heart rate right down before you start the next run. So using this 2 minutes as a brisk walk, but taking deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Keep walking, you got 15 seconds, so take some deeper breaths in, deep breaths in through the belly, and then out. As you're walking, you got 5 seconds for the penultimate, so second to last run. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Good. 1 minute to go. Keep running. Good. 30 seconds more. Should still keep running till you hear that whistle. Fifteen seconds to go. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, time to slow it down. Just
Great work. So brisk walk while you walk.
Really, really well.
Brilliant. So it's a final run coming up. So let's keep it going now. Those who have just joined us, welcome. This is Catch 5K, week 2, run 1. Hi Murray. Everyone else who's been watching, you're doing great. Keep the walk going now. Final walk break. Then we've got the final run, and then it's a 5-minute cool down. Okay, so off we go in our garden. Well, another minute to go on the walk, nearly. Minute and 10 seconds. Remember, it's still a brisk walk, so you should be still walking at that brisk pace. You should be able to bring that heart rate back down quicker now. We've got 30 seconds before the final run. So keep going until my instructions. Keep walking. Just checking on you. Make sure you're okay. You're still with me. Final run. You've been doing great. Those who joined in a bit late, not to worry. You can always catch up and do the extra runs later. Just one run, as Joe Wiley says.
Of running to go. You know how quickly this will pass. Keep a nice steady pace. Not too much out of puff. Just keep on going. If you stop, you're going to start again. That's
Okay.
never fun.
Listen to the whistle. Just follow me instructions wise. 3, 2, 1, run. Final run, guys. Make it a good one. Make it count. Enjoy it. Look around. Listen to the birds singing. "45 seconds to go." Keep going. 30 seconds now. Get 15 seconds until the whistle. Keep going. Coming up. 3, 2, 1.
Keep up the brisk walk while you recover.
Keep walking.
You've done extraordinarily well.
Keep listening.
No pain, no gain. All these stupid old cliches, they exist for a reason. Hopefully you will feel like you've built on your hard work from last week, and it will.
Hi, Gulzar. Good to see you online.
Just by following these podcasts, you'll be able to run further.
Keep walking now. We just finished. We're going to do a cool down walk. 5 minutes. So we're on the 5-minute cool down walk, still a brisk walk, keep going for the full 5 minutes. Take your water if you need a sip. Brilliant. So as you're walking, grab your water bottle, take a sip as you're walking. Excellent. Keep walking, brisk walk. Great guys, on my watch I've nearly covered a mile, so good work, good distance. Brilliant, let's keep going, just under the 2 kilometers mark, keep going. Yeah, we've got about a couple of minutes to go, so I'm going to do one more lap, then I can talk to you. Brilliant, so I've just got the mile on my watch clock up. We've got 1 minute and 45 to go. Keep going. I'm going to leave the phone here for you to listen. Just going to grab a tissue. Brilliant, so you should still be walking. I've just grabbed some tissue to cool myself down, on my brow. As you can see, I'm doing a workout with you, so we're doing this together, guys. I also have been inactive, isolating at home, recovering, and it's a great way for me to get back into running and helping you also get into running. So those who haven't been start, what we've been doing is a Catch 5K week 2 run 1. And those who are aware of the Catch 5K, it's an app that you can download for free on your phone. You can follow the instructions and do this run at home yourself, on your treadmill, in your back garden, or if you have space outside your front house, maybe go for a jog along the street or to your nearest green space. We don't expect you to drive anywhere. The government advice is stay home, stay safe, stay active, and work out. So if you can do this from home, like I'm doing from home, this is in the garden. So you should still be walking now as we're talking. This is 25 seconds to go, and you're going to hear Joe Wiley give you the big congratulations that you deserve for completing week 2 run 1 of the Catch 5K. And those who missed out, not to worry, it will be replayed, downloaded. You can see it on our site, you can see it on YouTube, and you should be able to watch it on demand and do it at your own time. Follow my instructions, or if you're using the app, follow Joe's.
Yay, that is it. You are now done. You will need to complete this run 3 times in total before we move on to week 3. So if this is your first time, just remember to leave a rest, just a day's rest in between each run, otherwise you'll just be exhausted. Now, probably a good idea to help your body recover. Get some water. Water is so important, hydration. If you'd like any more information before your next run, then go to the app menu for any more hints and tips. And that's it. Goodbye.
Stay with me, guys.
Now.
We're going to do the dynamic stretches. Don't disappear. We're going to do some dynamic stretches, static stretches, apologies. After the run is static, before the run is dynamic. We're going to do our static stretches stretches now. Still got another 15 minutes for our session time. So you're going to follow me. I know the sun's right behind me and it's very difficult to see, but I'm going to do my best to show you what stretch I'm doing. So you're going to try and do this at home yourself. You can still do this in the garden if you're cooling down. You might want to grab a chair to help you with this, or if you want to go inside and do these inside, get to a position where you can get to do these and follow my instructions. So I will start. I'll use a chair I've got outside in the garden, if you can see me. Okay, so apologies once again for the sun being right behind. I'm going to try and speak and show you as well. The first one is for the quad. You can choose either side, whichever side you want to go for. Now I've got the chair on this side, so I'm going to go for this side here. So what I'll do is I'm going to grab the shoe from the laces area, or if I can't do that, I can grab the shoe from my heel area like that, or I can grab the back of my clothing and just bring my knees together. The main thing is we're bringing our knees together, we're keeping our head upright, and we're going to push our hips forward. So first one, let's go. Knees together, head up, hips forward, and then from the side, if you're doing this at home, you should be looking from the side like that. Got good balance, you can do it without the chair. Yep, one hand for balance, out. Second hand, grabbing the foot all the way back if you can. Those who've got good balance can do that. Those who haven't, stick to the one hand. 15 seconds. And then change. Swap over to the other side. So you're doing the other leg. Okay, once again, foot from the laces, knees together, head up, hips forward, feeling the stretch on the quad here. That's where you should be feeling that. And from the side it's looking like this. And some people can get the second hand if they've got good balance, pulling that leg back more, head up. 15 seconds and down. Good, both sides done. Brilliant, still with me. Next one for the calf. Yeah, so what we're going to do, use the chair again. If you have a chair, if you don't worry, this is what we're doing. Your front leg goes ahead, so ankle in front, knee behind, back leg is on the ground at all times. If you can see, my heel is on the back there, front leg is on the ground as well. So ankle goes in front, knee behind, and then I'm pushing onto a chair. And if I haven't got a chair, I can push, pretending I'm pushing on a wall like this. Once you do this motion and you've got your heels on the ground and the toes pointing forwards, you should be feeling a pull here on the back leg, the calf muscle. Keeping it on the ground, firmly pushing. You should feel that. Stretch that calf muscle out for 15 seconds and then change. Same again on the other side. Big stride forward, making sure our heels are on the ground, both front and back. The ankle in front, knee behind, then bending the front leg only, keeping the back leg straight, pushing onto the chair or wall, feeling a stretch on that back calf muscle area. Mm-hmm. 15 seconds, fab, brilliant, 2 done. 2 to go on the lower part. So yeah, next one is the hamstring. So for the hamstrings, 2 different options. Again, if you've got a chair, you can use the chair as an apparatus, leaving your legs straight, knee locked, level 1. If you can't get your leg up right to the back of the chair, leave it here. And those who can get the foot back, you want to get up 90 degrees onto the chair, holding it there. Brilliant. If you can see that, my leg is straight here, and as I'm doing that, it's automatically doing the stretch on the hamstrings here. So if you want to intensify, you put your hand forward, try and touch your toes, grab your toes. Should feel that more. That's great. And then you've done your 15, you change. Now those who haven't got the chair, you can do this at home this way as well. So 2 feet together, 1 forward plank straight down, knees close together. Then I use my hand on the bent leg on the thigh area for support, and from the side it looks like this. If you can see that, straight leg here, bent leg, hand on the bent leg, toes curled up at the front, and then you should feel the same stretch as you've just done using the chair. And again, you can go hands down towards the toes if you want to intensify that stretch. Keeping it there for about 15 seconds, and then you're done. Good, so you did 2 hamstrings are done. Now we're going to do the glute muscle. So you can use a chair, you can go home, lie down on the carpet, do this at home. But I'm going to show you the version that I do outside. So I'm going to use a chair. I'm going to put my one leg over the knee. So from the front it looks like this. So, and I'm sitting down. So it's a classic kind of yoga pose where you're sitting down here, 90 degrees, trying to get that leg over the knee and feeling a pull on the bum. Now you might want to put your chair behind if you're worried about falling over, so you got some support behind you. You can sit down on the chair if you need to, and all we're doing is sitting down into this position here. We're holding the wall, holding your chair inside your sofa, feeling that pull as you're doing this one side, the one glute on this side here, there and down, holding, and then swapping over. So you're doing the other side now. So you're going to do the other leg over the knee. So this leg goes over this way. Then we're sitting down, using the chair if you want for balance, the sofa, wherever you are. When you're doing that motion there, you should be able to feel the stretch on this side of the glute. So I am doing this here, and I'm feeling that stretch here. 9, 10. That's good. Brilliant. So we've done the glutes as well. So fab. Got about 7 minutes to go. We're going to carry on with some further stretches. Keep going, yeah? Really important to do these static stretches at the end. Okay, so now we're going to do some side to sides. So we're going to go into the wide stance where you can see me, hopefully. I'm not overstretching, just where it's comfortable. And I'll keep one side straight. The other side I'm going to bend. And I'm going to put my hand on the bent leg. So apologies if you can't see this again for the sun being behind the camera. Hopefully you can hear my instructions. One long straight leg here, bent leg here, and hand on the bent leg. Stretching out the inner leg there. 15 seconds. And then swapping over, so keep this side straight, that side bent. A hand on here for support if you need. Stretching out that, keeping that nice and leg straight inside the leg there. That's good, about 15 seconds. Good. Brilliant. So those who were with me at the start, we did some active lunges. So we're going to do cool down one now, just one lunge, holding for about 10 seconds. Watch me again, keeping my back straight. My knee just off the ground, so knee just off the ground. Head up right, hold the chair if you want for balance. If you don't, just keep your hands here and 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Swap over, do 10 on the other side. Same again, knee just off the ground, not touching the ground with the knee, just off. Head up right, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Brilliant. That's really hard to do. Good for strengthening. Keep trying as much as you can. Remember, do it at your ability. Okay, 5 to go. So next one I'm going to do is a sumo squat. We're going to do legs shoulder length apart. I'm just going to sit down in that classic kind of squat pose. Here, whatever you want, arms out wide, holding, arms to the chest here. And from the back, from the side, should be looking like this. Leg shoulder length apart, bum out, head up, holding. And you do the 10 and you come up, shake out, one more set, 10 seconds. Okay, shake that out, 3, 2, 1, bend the knees, sit back down, head up high, hold it there, 10 seconds. And up. Good. Fab. Finish off 10 circles on the arms. Nice and relaxed circles, not too hard, not too strenuous, very relaxed. Do 10 forwards, 10 back, So from the side, you're moving your arms back 10 times, 10 rotations. Once you've done your 10, arms in, just the shoulders now, up and over the front. So rolling those shoulders over the front 10 times. Good. 10 backwards. Same again. Backwards direction. 10 times. 8, 9, 10. Okay, just roll your neck side to side first. Any clicks you hear, get those clicks out. And then just a nice gentle circle in one direction. And change direction on that. That's great. Any clicks you hear, get them out to get your balance back before you do anything else. Make sure your balance is there onto our shoulders. So one arm goes across the body, all the way across. And then from the other arm, you're going to pull it back around the joint area, holding it there and then pulling it back hard so you feel a stretch here. So just pull out that shoulder. 10 seconds. And then 10 on the other side, arm across the body again, here from underneath, feeling a stretch there. So it looks like that from the sides. And you are pulling it out, shoulder. 10 seconds, 3, 2, 1, done. Okay, for our chest now, we warmed it up earlier by doing the big hugs. Let's cool it down. Open up those arms, show the love for the world. Big hugs, big love. 10 seconds, as far back as your arms go. So from the sides, as far back as they go, in the back. And then we're going to bring those arms all the way to the front, meeting, interlocking the fingers, pushing the arms out wide, keeping the core nice and tight down here. Keep that there, hug the tree, as they say. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And give yourselves a round of applause, because we are done. 9:58. Time for me to sign out, hand over to my colleagues on the Active Wellbeing Society, and someone else will be taking over from our session today. Tim, nice to see you online, mate. Hope you're well, hope the family are good. Everyone who's joined me today, thank you. Those who are going to join me later on demand, please enjoy your session. Be safe, look after each other. Remember, stay in, work out. Take care, guys. See you on Wednesday, 9 o'clock.